Okay, so today's lesson is on chapter 27, lesson 2. It's called Read a Map. You're going to locate points on a map, which is similar to what we learned yesterday as our coordinate plane, using ordered pairs. So same thing as yesterday, except yesterday you guys are just doing it on a coordinate plane. Today you're going to apply it to a real life situation like a map. If you were to read a map and you needed to go somewhere, say there were no electronics, it got wiped out, and you needed to get somewhere and you didn't know how to get there and you needed to read a map, right? You could do it the old school way. And how would you do that, right? So if you look at the first problem, it says that you can use a coordinate plane and ordered pairs to create or read a map. Nomi mapped her neighborhood on a coordinate plane. She set her home as the origin, which we all know is 0, 0. So find Nomi's location after she goes 3 blocks west and 5 blocks north. So let's start with the compass. So in a compass, we have 4 cardinal directions. Okay? So at the very top, it's north, east, south, west, going clockwise. Okay, and the way that I remember this, and you guys might remember it different ways, and there's many different ways that you can make this up, but I always remember as never eat slimy worms, or a lot of people do never eat soggy waffles. Okay, so the N in never represents north, okay? Never eat. The E in eat represents east, so this is north. East. Never eat. And then I like slimy worms because it's gross and so I remember it. South. And then worms. W represents the west. Okay? So never eat slimy worms, never eat soggy waffles, whatever you like. Whatever will help you remember the directions of a compass and of a map. So when we're reading directions on a map, if the origin is here in the middle, right, and that's going to be 0, 0, if they're asking you to go east, north, south, or west, if they're asking you to go east, what direction are you going in? Right. To the right. Okay, so R, think of going to the right. And then if you're going west, what direction are you going in? Left. So yesterday it would be like our negative numbers, right? If they ask you to go north, what direction are you going in? Up, right? And if they're asking you to go south, what direction are you going in? Down, right? Okay? So it's a little different in terms of how you're navigating the map. It is still the same thing as like a coordinate plane, except instead of using negative numbers and just using left, right, up, down, you're now using east, west, north, south. Okay? So if we look at the picture, okay, so we are at Nomi's house, which is right here on the map, at 0, 0 on the origin. And they want us to find out where she ends up if she were to go 3 blocks west. So 3 blocks west means going to the left. Okay? 3. And then you're going to go 5 blocks north, which is up 5. And where does she end up at? School. Okay? So she ended up at school. So the red arrow on the map is showing that she's walking 3 blocks west, and that takes her to the coordinate negative 3, 0. Then the blue arrow is showing that she's walking 5 blocks north to get her to the coordinate pair negative 3, 5. Okay, and then she's at school. Okay, so let's look at where the park is located. Everyone found park? Okay, so where is the dot? On what ordered pair is it located on? Aran? Very good. So it's on negative 2, negative 2. Okay? Don't forget your parentheses. Don't forget your negative symbols. Okay? Now, let's look at what's on 3, 5. So walk over to 3, go up to 5, and where do we end up? Jason's house. Okay? So how far is it from school to Jason's house? Yesterday when we were finding out distance, it is very different than when we find out distance today. Okay? So we're in a map, you have to consider both the x and the y axis in order to get to your destination. There's no beeline, diagonal line to Jason's house that works, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to first walk along the horizontal axis and then make my way either north or south. So I start with the park, which is at -2, 2. And I need to go over how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which direction? East. 5 blocks east. Okay? Then I'm going to do what? Then I'm going to travel in what direction? Up, which is north. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I traveled 7 blocks north. Okay? So how many blocks did I walk to get to the destination total? 12 blocks total. Okay? Alright, so using this map, we're going to copy the location and write the name of the animals that you can see at each location. So number 4 was asking you to find out where is -1, or what animal is at -1, 0. So remember, -1 goes what direction? Left. And then it stays on the x-axis, and what is there? Pandas. Yes. So for number 4, you would write giant pandas. On a side note, I was just at the San Diego Zoo, and I got to see the baby pandas. They were so cute. Yeah. All right. Number 5, -1, 3. So -1, 3. So we're going to go again to the left 1 space, and then you're going to go up 3 to the polar bears. Okay? Then number 6 asked us for what is on 3, -1. This time we're going to go to the right 3 and down 1, and we end up at the... Oh, be careful. What is the point? What's coming off of that point? The picture of the giraffes, not the elephants. Number 7. We have 1, -3. So we go to the right 1 space, and then we go down 3 to the lions. If we went down 2, we would end up at elephants, but we're going down 3 to the lions. Okay? Number 8 is asking us to find gorillas. And what is the ordered pair for gorillas? What is the ordered pair for gorillas? Serene, can you tell us?
-2 and -1.
Okay, go ahead and write it. It's next to it. Right below it down here. Don't forget your parentheses. Very good. -2, -1. Awesome. Okay. What about bonobos? Bonobos. Gotham, what is bonobos?
Bonobos is -3 and 0.
Okay, write that down, please, for us.
Wait,
To the left of bonobos is good. -3, 0.
Oh shoot.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna.
Shoot.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. And then we have number 10, which is zebras. Zebras. Naomi, you want to do that for us? Zebras.
I was gonna ask what are bonobos?
They're a type of monkeys.
Oh, cool. Zebras. So 2, 1.
2, 1. Awesome. You could do it above zebra. 2, 1. Awesome. And last but not least, for this map is elephants. What's the coordinate pair for elephants? Harshad?
It's 1, 2.
1, 2. Do we agree? No. Is 1 right?
-2, I'm sorry.
Yes, very good. 1, -2. 1, -2. Let's say cancel. Don't forget your parentheses. Awesome. Okay,
Where did you write it? Oh, there.
right below it.